awesome ones.
Hey, awesome ones.
You know, today we thought we would do a little bit of one of those fireside chat sort of things. Yeah. And what we want to do is we want you to get to know us a little better, and also why we started up this channel. What we're doing the videos now every Tuesday, which are, those ones are more like lifestyle, health, travel, all that sort of thing. And then on the Fridays, they're more for fashion, even some men's fashion.
Oh yeah, fashion for both guys and gals.
Yeah, and the lifestyles are for men and women as well. And then of course there's beauty, and a lot of you women do know about the beauty ones. But let's get going with this fireside chat. Let's go.
Let's go.
So both of us know what it's like to turn 50.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do, admit. But anyway, when you do turn 50, it's kind of like, I don't know about you, but I was sort of thinking, well, you know, it's been a good run. And I was still healthy. But really, you're thinking, well, you know, half a century, and what we want to do here, we don't want you to look at the glass half empty. We want you to see a full glass, maybe another 40 years. And that's what Awesome Over 50 is all about. We want you to embrace those years that are coming.
For example, I love sports, and especially hockey. I love hockey. But the aches and pains seem to be coming on. But
you're working on them.
I'm working on them.
And tell them about last night's game. I mean, last night, how many goals did you score last night?
Oh, please, enough about me. Well, since you asked, I got about 4 goals. It was in 3 games.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
still, it was fun.
You were kind of also going in circles around some of those. He plays with his sons and his future son-in-law. And you've still got your game on as far as that is concerned.
It's all a mindset.
It certainly is. It certainly is. You know, it's a mindset, but you've got to be careful. Check with your doctor if you decide you want to run a marathon, or maybe you want to start some strenuous exercise or whatever. It's really important, especially the cardiovascular. You want to check all that out. But I remember we had this neighbor, and he was well into his 80s. And I remember one day, I think I was just raking the leaves or something like that, and I said, you know what, I got all these aches and pains now that I've turned 60. And he just laughed at me, and he said, you're so young, you're so young. And he told me about how he was living large in his 60s and his 70s.
Good for him.
And yeah, good for him. And that's what we're trying to say too, you know. That's what we want you to do. Look back at your 60s and your 70s and go, good for us. That's great. And I'll tell you something about this guy. He's like in his late 80s now, and he's still fantastic, and he looks like he's only in his 60s. Life not only goes on after 50, but it can truly, truly be awesome. And you know what? You could have like 40 or 50 years left, especially when you look at some of the modern medicine that we have now.
You know, I think the word retirement and saying I'm retired, it kind of makes me feel like I'm old.
Yeah.
And maybe we should look at it a different way and instead say, oh, we're just taking a break from the 9 to 5 usual routine. I'm thinking another word maybe to use would be rehirement.
Rehirement. You know what's good about rehirement? Is don't just give up because your 9 to 5 isn't there anymore. Like maybe there's a lifelong dream that you always wanted. Maybe there's some kind of a hobby that you really want to turn into a business. Maybe there's a novel you want to write. You know, a lot of people, even if you're just working on something, volunteering, that's a great thing to do. It's another great thing to do. So, you know, think about this as maybe the other stage of your life, the other thing other than 9 to 5. True. So if you think back, when you were 25, you weren't thinking all the time about being 65.
No.
And that's 40 years. So how come now, when you're 50, a lot of times you're thinking about, oh, what am I going to do when I'm 95? And you know, you're really thinking that you're going forward into age instead of enjoying the moment that is here right now. And that's what really Awesome Over 50 is all about. We want to ignite that passion back into you and that zing and zest for life and everything. And talking about passion, we've made it kind of a passion and a purpose for ourselves to really start sharing these things for you. And we just don't want you to get old before you need to.
So we want to live our lives with some youthful, fun, adventure. And what would you say?
We want to also share, you know, some of those vacations.
Oh, like the 2.5 day vacation.
Well, even a little bit bigger than that, maybe even...
We'll put that up there for you if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, but from the smallest vacation to those on our bucket list, like England and Europe and beyond.
And beyond.
We also want you to feel like you did when you were in your youth. From styling your hair to checking the look in the mirror, you know, that sort of thing. And for the women out there, as you know, I used to be an 80s model, so I really want to help you either rediscover makeup, or even it could be just that you're just discovering it for the first time and hiding those nasty age spots and, you know, enhancing those beautiful eyes of yours, or maybe trying out a really nice new lipstick.
So I mentioned how I play hockey, and if you're healthy enough, we'd like to take you on perhaps the bike trails with us, or maybe even the hiking trails as well, or maybe how about jumping out of an airplane with a parachute?
What?
Oh, we'll talk about it.
We'll see about that last one of yours. But anyway, we also want to extend your life on that subject. Anyway, we also want to extend your life with healthy eating. So we're going to be showing you some smoothie ideas and maybe herbal teas or some healthy way of eating. But we're not going to forget the fun stuff too. No.
Can't forget the fun stuff.
No, we're going to be showing you charcoal barbecuing, because that's how you like to barbecue, is the charcoal. Some really nice hors d'oeuvres, things that you would serve having friends and family over. You know, we're going to just, and even in some restaurants as well. Food, amazing food.
And I don't want you to think that, you know, we've got the perfect life.
Just don't.
No way. I mean, we're just like everybody else, just like yourself. I mean, I have my mother who's 93, and she still lives at home. She still wants to live at home. We used to live about 40 miles away, and it was just getting a little too much. So we moved closer, and now we're like 2 minutes away. But there's always something that, you know, I'm there if she needs me. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we have our kids, which are in their 20s.
Yeah,
so,
and you know what? There's always something with them. Well, you know what? There's always something, right? You could have a health scare, and hey, we've had that as well. So, you know, I want to let you know that we're like you. We're doing these YouTubes, and everything's all rosy and happy, and that's what we want to say.
Right.
But, you know, the happiness is so important when you're going through a lot of the things, like when you know you have to uproot your home that you love and you've spent so much time in that's 40 miles away, because it's just not going to work anymore for a particular person that we both really love.
Oh, absolutely.
And hey, love is so important.
It is.
But, you know, on that topic of, you know, elderly people and all of that sort of thing, there are all kinds of YouTube channels or books or that sort of thing that you can read to be responsible and all of that. But that's not what we want to do here. We want to be your escape. We want to liven up your life and put that swing back in your step and that zest back in your life and that sort of thing. That's what we want to do.
So, you know, I'm always saying to Heather, embrace the moment. Don't worry about the future, the past. Just embrace the moment and live in it.
Absolutely. And you know what? If you are living in one of those darker moments, and I mean, sometimes it does happen. Try really hard to be positive, but look at your week. and say, you know what? I want to put a little more laughter in it. I want to have a little bit more fun, and make sure you do it. So at this point, we bring out the cuteness factor, Little Hurricane. And we know a lot of you love Little Hurricane. And we want to thank you so much for sharing this little fireside chat.
Yeah, it was kind of cozy.
Yeah, getting to know us a little bit more, getting to know what we're planning. Hey, we're not planning this for a short time either. We're hoping to be in our 70s and still talking about awesome over 50 or
Awesome over 70.
Awesome over 80.
Awesome over 90.
100? Come on, let's do it. Anyway, thank you so much for all of the subscribers. You guys are the ones that are making us do all this and encouraging us and inspiring us to keep on going. Also, if you have any ideas of things that you've done that have really helped your awesome over 50 life, we would love to hear them in the comments below. And I guess until next time.
Well, don't forget about our subscribers, our community.
Yeah, I thought I meant, okay, if you want to subscribe, you're right. Thank you. There's a button down there, and please join us and come on down. And until next time, keep smiling, be happy.
And keep it awesome.
You got it. Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.